Hello, everybody. So, as you already know, my name is Dante, and I'm back here for another episode of trying to live abroad and figure out life and all of that good stuff to tell you basically what I've been up to. I think I'm actually going to shoot, and I said this last time and then I got interrupted. But this time I'm alone, so there shouldn't be any interruption, so I can actually do all the videos, and then I'll just try to put them out every couple days just to have it ready. Because I do feel like I know that now for the next few days I'm going to be traveling. Well, I have 4 days where I'm going to one location, and then after that, I'm going to be meeting another friend and then traveling with her for maybe a month or maybe a portion of a month. And then I have more travel plans, so we will see basically what happens. But I wanted to take this time because I feel like I missed out on telling you about so many different things that have gone on and have happened. So when I went to Greece, one of the nice things that I did is I went to a little island called Samothraki, and it was really actually a really great experience. I had met a girl in Thessaloniki, and she had told me, "Oh yeah, like there's this other," because like I didn't want to go to one of the other islands because I didn't want to spend a bunch of money. Like I already was completely unprepared for how expensive Greece was. I have been in the Balkans, and everything there has been pretty affordable and like a good price. So I was kind of more so used to that kind of thing. So when I went to Greece, it was like, whoa. But I've actually been really extremely lucky. So when I met her, she has a tent and she also has um, a hammock. And I'm sorry, like I was just telling somebody else this, like I've been traveling now for almost 4 months, and I don't really speak to that many native English speakers, and so I feel like I've simplified my language so much that now I feel like I'm forgetting like even basic and maybe not even always basic words, but I'm forgetting because I try to speak very simply to be understood. But I need to work on that. But anyway, I traveled with her, and so she let me sleep in the tent because she rather sleep in the hammock. And so like even though I was not really planning on doing any camping, actually this is my third. That was my third time camping because I camped once in Macedonia when I went to the Rainbow Gathering, and then I went camping when I was in Turkey, and then now I went camping again in Greece. But it was a very interesting experience. It was very different from the other experiences because this one was doing a naturalist. This is a naturalist campground, meaning like clothing is optional. And the shower was all outdoors. So that was definitely a very big thing for me because I feel like it's one thing, like, okay, I don't do this either, but it's one thing to go swimming in the sea or ocean and you're naked, or to be sunbathing and be naked, but it's another thing when you're trying to like clean yourself and there's like people waiting in a line like looking at you. I don't know. It was a very different experience for me personally, but I do feel like I didn't really like the showering part, although I just ended up just taking my showers either early in the morning before people woke up, or I would take them late in the evening when it was dark and I feel like people really couldn't see me. But usually I would take it early in the morning because also when it was dark, like I couldn't see, and so I didn't really like that. But I will say, as someone who generally usually isn't very comfortable like in their own skin, like I'm not like someone who like, I don't know, I'll just say this. I feel like being on that island, I feel like it was very confidence building because I just feel like you see so many different kinds of bodies and like they're all walking around naked around you. And then like things that you thought maybe you just had an issue with, you're like, wow, that person's body looks just like mine. They have the same thing or whatever. Like it just made you realize that bodies are bodies, that you shouldn't label them, I guess. You shouldn't, I don't know. It made me more appreciative, more so of what my body could do. Like when we were in Greece, I think it got up to 100 degrees. Some days, like it was extremely, extremely, extremely hot. And I was able to climb these rocks and go up to these waterfalls. Like we there like I will say like Samothraki is not like the typical Greek island like where there's like these beautiful beaches and everything. Like they do have some nice beaches. It's not like wow, but they have some nice beaches. But the thing that makes Samothraki so amazing is like it also has like mountains and these really beautiful waterfalls and these natural pools and they do have like some hidden beaches that are best gotten to by going by boat. Um, it was really like a really really cool experience. I met a lot of really cool people. Um, they also have like a very famous restaurant. I don't know if it's like super famous, but at least famous on the island. They make things with goat, which was really really good and like a really nice experience. I feel like people were really really friendly. I'll just tell you this short little experience I had. So when I came to Europe, I maybe was in Europe for, I'll say Eastern Europe, the Balkans, whatever. But when I came here, I was here for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then I had my debit card. They had said it was the number was compromised, and they shut it down. Then I had my credit card that actually did have fraud on it that I had to report, and so I had to shut that one down. And then I had another card that was always getting blocked anytime I used it while I was traveling. And so basically, long story short, I always have to transfer because I have like an additional. I'm like a backup plan person. So I have another card. So I transfer money to my other card, but whenever I transfer money to this other card, I have to. It takes basically 2 days. So when I got to Greece, I had like €5, and that was, or not Greece. When I got to Samothraki Island, I had €5. Um, and so I was telling the bus driver, I was like, oh yeah, like I will probably have to come right back down to the port tomorrow because I have to use the ATM here because I said I had to transfer money and the money won't be there till tomorrow and blah, blah, blah. And he was so sweet. He immediately, when I told him like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come back tomorrow to take money out, he immediately took money out of his pocket to try to give me money. And I was like, oh no, no, like it's fine. Like I was like, I have money. I just have to get it tomorrow. And he's like, well, what are you gonna do today? You can't just be here and not have money. And I said, oh no, it's fine. And he actually like seemed like offended that I didn't take the money. And actually, I don't know if I already told you this story. I don't know if I already told you this story, but if I did, I apologize. I have not reviewed my last video, so I don't remember what I told you, but I just thought it was so extremely sweet and very, very kind. And it made me really think about like how we have this independent spirit, like especially in America, like where we don't want to rely on anybody. You have to have everything for yourself, and you have to be very independent. And while I do think that you should definitely not expect other people to take care of you or whatever, I think it's really hard for, I know it's hard for me, and I think also probably other of my friends to accept help from other people, like even if we needed it. I mean, of course I'm not gonna die if I don't eat dinner one night, so that's what I was planning on doing. I was like, okay, I just won't eat dinner tonight and I'll be fine. I'll go and get money tomorrow morning. It's not a big deal. But I feel like sometimes I think you should just allow people to help you, because I feel like I actually think I offended him by saying no, I don't, because he actually like looked very offended and upset that I didn't take the money. And then he actually ended up getting off of the bus, going into a store, and then coming back with like water and apples because he's like, at least you need to eat and have something to drink, which I thought was so incredibly sweet and very very kind. And it did just make me think, I mean, yes, you should not be relying on other people, but I do think that I need to work on accepting help when help is offered, and not being so prideful, because I think the pride is probably the thing that makes it bad. I don't know. I don't know. I guess you can tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Um, but all in all, I just wanted to tell you, you should definitely visit Summit Rocky Island. It's absolutely beautiful. I feel like it has probably transformative powers because it will make you probably realize that your body is beautiful just the way it is, and make you more comfortable with yourself. It will give you like also like just relaxing, like it's just relaxing just hanging out in a waterfall, swimming around a pool, especially like I don't know if you guys have ever experienced, like I mean I hadn't before going like swimming in the sea naked, but like without like a bathing suit like cutting into, like not even that it's cutting into you, because I mean like your swimsuit is probably not that tight or anything, but like the feeling of just swimming and not having anything on is like the most freeing, like woo, like I don't even know, it's like just such a good feeling. So I definitely think that is something that should be experienced. I think it's really nice. It's absolutely beautiful. The people are friendly. Also, with the camping is free, so you don't have to pay anything for that. The bathrooms are undesirable, but you know, I mean, I'm not saying that this is a good thing to do, but I feel like when I'm in the ocean or the sea, I just like I'll just go pee in the sea. So there's that. I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but I feel like the fish do it. Basically all the animals in the sea do it. I know people do it, so I think that it's okay. I feel like the sea cleanses itself as salt water. So, um, on that note, I didn't want this to be too long, and right now we're at 17 or no 12 minutes, so I'm gonna try to cut it short here and say greetings. Oh, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to ask any questions, because like I feel like so often I forget to what like basically what questions you may have. Um, so I want to make sure this is actually beneficial, not just me ranting.